Yeah. Uh-huh. 1 second. Yes. Fuck her. Sorry, guys, that I started my YouTube like that. I stopped buying her jewelry because it turned black on me. And you said it's last forever. Fuck you, bitch. I was trying to be nice. Oops. I said that live on YouTube. Hi, guys. How you doing? Today makes day 94. I think. I'm not sure. It could be 93, 94. Still going on 9 days today. I believe 9 days. No pause whatsoever. Yesterday, I've been taking the augmentin, which is working very well. Whatever it's supposed to do, I don't know, but it's doing it, and I'm working on the kratom to stop it, and it's working pretty good. For 2 days, I had no cravings. I didn't have a craving yesterday, but I did it anyway. But I did the white magnet dye. It didn't really do anything for me. Gave me a little boost, but nothing really to talk about. I still didn't really feel it. I don't know why, so that's okay. Because the less in me, the better. Since I've been taking the augmentin, seems like nothing's working. But I know I keep doing this with my nose. But like I was saying on my videos, yesterday I had this weird feeling like I had no pulse, no nothing. I woke up, I took my B12s, everything was fine, but I just felt like I couldn't believe it that there was no pause, and it's been going pretty well. But every day I'd be waiting for like something like like something to happen, like the pause to come back, but it hasn't. But like I said, I've been having stomach issues. And after 2 days, I tried to go back on my supplements and stuff, but pain and stuff came back again. Like I said, I was over mega dosing on vitamin C and magnesium, and it just played a big part in my stomach issues. I have acid reflux, not bad. I only take my meds when I need it, and that's not very often. But since going through all this stuff here, my stomach issues, I've been hitting that Zantac like crazy. But when I was going through that vitamin C, after I found out what the issue was, even when I was taking the Zantac, it even override the Zantac. So I felt like something seriously was wrong with me. But after my sister explained to me about the vitamin C, she looked it up in the Mayo Clinic, MAOY, if anybody want to know. It's a site where you can go on and find out about any type of medication, side effects, or whatever it is that you want to know. It tells you information. You still need to contact your doctor and stuff if you have any issues with what you find or you're concerned, but it just tells you what side effects it has or it may not have. It's not to saying that it's your problem what's going on. It could be something different, but they tell you the side effects of things. So she said you have to have probably an overload of the Omega C, which I was taking 4,000 a day plus 1,000 of magnesium. I thought the more I take, the better I would feel. I was wrong because when you have stomach issues and then the vitamin C, I didn't know it was acidy or something. And it made me really sick to my stomach to the point where I thought I had to go to the hospital because I kept waking up with some fierce bad stomach. And it was even lingering into the days, was making me feel real bad all day until I finally confessed to my sister I want to take a fucking suboxen because the pain, I couldn't stand it. She said the pain's still going to be there the next day. You have an overload. So to make a long story short, I stopped it. It was on a Wednesday. I stopped it that Wednesday. Stopped it for 2 days. Then I felt better. Not 100%. I still had stomach issues, but like the burning sensation did start going away. So I tried going back on the supplements, not the C or the magnesium, just my regular stuff. And my stomach still couldn't handle it. So my sister said, you need to really clean out your system. You need to wait at least 2 weeks before you start taking any type of supplement. So I was like, okay. So that proved to me that it was true, that my stomach still is very tender right now, and it can't take any other kind of supplements right now. The only thing I've been taking is the augmentin, but by itself. And it has been working. It cut my craving down from the kratom. Even though yesterday I didn't have a craving, I took it because it's weird how I feel not having any pores going through me. And it feels real funny because I feel like a different person. And someone explained to me it's because I've been on medication so long, on a substance, suboxen, for 3.5 going on 4 years tops. So of course, once all that leaves your body, you're left with yourself. And with the pause was a psychological thing, and it was wearing me down for, I think I was in pause like a week after the initial physical withdrawal was over, and I didn't understand what that was. I had to ask somebody, and when they told me, I thought I was going to die because they said it could last anywhere for 1 to 2 years. I was like, I'm fucked, because it was really bad. I had no energy. I couldn't hardly walk, couldn't get up out the bed. Psychologically wearing me down. Mentally, it's just an awful fucking feeling. And I'm thinking I'm over everything. And here comes this little thing called pause. PAWS, 4-letter word that is so fucking harmful. And it puts your life on hold. You're not happy. You're not anything. So then I woke up one day and I was feeling fine. Woke up the next day, I was feeling fine. No pause. Still had the stomach issues, but I was confused because the stomach issues were so bad in the beginning. I thought I was waking. It made me feel like I was in withdrawal. So my sister said, it's impossible. You're over the physical part unless you're fucking back on the suboxen, unless you're back on the addiction. And I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Then we finally found out it was an overload. So now I'm waiting probably till next Friday until all that comes out of my system. Maybe I'll wait a little longer, but I have certain medical issues. But I can't take those medications neither because they still bothering my stomach. So I really have to wait for cleaning. I was going to do a activated charcoal to cleanse my stomach, which helped a lot in the beginning. This was before I took the vitamin C, started taking the supplements. Everything was fine. And then when I started sucking those things in, I had a whole month's supply. I think I have like maybe 8 left for the vitamin C, a big old 100. Oh my God. When I go look back at it, I'd be like, I took all that shit. And when you really read up on it, it tells you even 2,000 is too much. They even recommend not to take vitamin C unless otherwise by a doctor. And there has to be a reason why the doctor would want you to go on such a mega thing. So sometimes stuff that you read, maybe it's good for other people. I don't know. But you can't go by everything everybody says on YouTube. Like mega dose on vitamin C, it helps. Well, I do believe vitamin C helps, but I don't believe in mega dosing. I think it's harmful to me. Well, it was. It was. I didn't need to be in such a dose like that. Like she said, wait till your stomach clears up. If you still want to take it, the maximum allowance for vitamin C is 90 milligrams for the adult man and 75 milligrams for the adult woman. Anything other than that, your body only consumes 80% of the vitamin C. If you take 1,000 milligram, only 80% would be absorbed. The rest comes out in your urine. But I guess it got to the point where I was taking it so much and it was coming out in my urine. I guess it was. But I was consuming so much of it that it just made my whole body whack the fuck out. And then I got real bad diarrhea, constant for 5 days. I thought something was really wrong. First I thought it was a stomach virus. Like, oh, it'll be over in 3 days. But it kept on and on and on. Like, I'm talking about 24 hours for 5 days. So I said, finally, I told her on Wednesday, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital because this can't be. I even cried because I was like, now I gotta deal with this, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. So now, I'm not saying the pause is over because you just don't know. Maybe I'm just having a good window period. But like I said, the window periods are for, usually you hear that a lot in the benzo community about window periods. I don't think there are window periods of the pause. What I think there is some days are good, some days are bad. You might have a good day today. You might have a bad day tomorrow. You might have an okay the next day, or you just might be just all right. But it's not to say that it's over with. But I'm going on 9 days, and I'm waking up pretty okay. The only problem I'm having and still having is I took the white kratom yesterday. It didn't really mess up my stomach, but I did wake up with like if I had a nightmare. That's how I wake up sometimes. Like if I'm in a nightmare and my heart's racing and my stomach is bothering me, but not as intense as it was before because I'm not taking the vitamin C anymore and I'm not mega dosing like that anymore. So, but I'm still waking up with that, and I'm thinking that it has to be the anxiety. But I never thought of it as that. But I had it last night, and I'd be having it every night when I wake up. And I take my clonidine, which helps with the withdrawals, by the way. That's why I still take it just in case. But it's also been prescribed to me for my blood pressure. It's not a medication that's harmful. It just lowers your blood pressure. And when it does that, it calms me down. It calms the withdrawals down a little bit. So it does help with withdrawals. And it does help with your blood pressure. Because if your blood pressure is high, the withdrawals, while you're going through pause of withdrawals, it makes things really, really fucking hard. So I find when I take that, it calms me down. And I had the augmentin this morning, and I had to take it twice. I think I overloaded. I don't know. I took it because I wanted to make sure I didn't get any more cravings after that cup that I had. I didn't want to come home to crave it. And it worked. I didn't come home and I didn't do it. There was no need for me to do it. I gonna continue taking it because I also, not saying I want to get off the clonidine, but it does help. It stops that anxiety shit I be going through. But like I said, now I'm going through the issue of what the fuck? This is how I really am. Like, I've been fighting so long with the withdrawals, and then the pause, which I thought I'm like fucked for the whole summer. And I thought it was gonna be a yearly thing. I can't say it's over because I don't know, but I've been waking up okay. Sometimes a little tired, but that's okay. Once I get up and take my B12s, get my coffee going, I take my augmentin, and I'm okay. Even though it's for cravings, and they also say it helps with withdrawal. I don't know, but I know it's helping with the cravings. My doctor gave me something for anxiety, which is Celexa and Klonopin. Not Clonidine, Klonopin. Tried it, don't like it, had a bad reaction to it. And when I finally found out what it was, I was like, I can't take that. I'm getting over this opiate, and now you're putting me on benzo. So no, I missed my appointment, which I have to probably call tomorrow. Today's Thursday, tomorrow, and let him know I am coming in, but to tell him I'm not taking that. That's why I didn't come in that quickly. but I want to continue taking the clonidine, which is helping me with the my pressure. It calms me down. I don't know, but that's what it does. I want to see if he continue it, because he might be angry because I won't take the benzos or whatever, and he might say, well, there's nothing else that I can do for you, you know. And they have a psychiatric part downstairs, but it made it easier since he's also licensed to give suboxen. So he was giving me my antidepressants at the same time. So he'll probably tell me, well, there's nothing I can do for you. You might as well go back down to psych. I'm okay with it, but I won't let you poison me. I don't want to go through that poison. So that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, day 9, and the pause is going good. I ordered some 5-HTP, HTP 5 or whatever. And in the private group that I'm in, I've been hearing a lot about it. I looked it up. It doesn't say anything about withdrawals or anything, but it supposedly helps with anxiety, because I don't want to take any fucking anxiety medication as far as pills is concerned. Anything from a psych doctor, I don't want it at all. And this is supposed to be a supplement, but you also got to treat it like if a doctor gave it to you. You got to follow directions. Make sure you take the proper amount, because too much can give you an overload of serotonin, and that could be a problem. So I need to be very careful of that. So I'm going to be trying that. I should be getting it. Today's Saturday, and I'm going to start on it. And I've been researching and looking at it, and I'm hoping that works for my anxiety. Some people say it takes 2 weeks. Some people say the same day they take it, the next day they feel wonderful. But there's also a warning about that too. So if I'm not going to be taking anything in reference to anxiety as far as the doctor's concerned, will I stay on this 5-HTP? I don't know. But if it helps me with my anxiety, and it says it helps with anxiety, mood swings, energy booster, and most of all, your serotonin. But it also, if it says it, that if you take too much of the serotonin, you could have an overload. So got to be very careful of that. So, yeah. You're very welcome, Carolyn. Yeah, I've been going through this since January 12th, but I didn't have a plan in the beginning. It was just that one day I picked up my prescription and I said that was it. And yes, it was a journey. And yes, it's still a journey. And I'm not saying that everybody's body's different. So I got scared when that pause came in. I didn't understand what it was. I thought it was over with. And people was telling me 1 to 2 years. That freaked me out more, because I just went through something enormous. And then to go through that was more even scarier, because every day was like, I woke up worse. Sometimes I said, I'd rather just have stayed in an acute withdrawal than this pause thing. But so far, I don't know, maybe by the grace of God, it's been 9 days. No withdrawals whatsoever. The only thing is my stomach issues. I got acid reflux, so I overloaded on vitamin C. Got to be careful with that, guys. Only take the recommended allowance. I don't care what nobody says. Some people go on there saying mega dose and all this. I went by that. Didn't work for me. Everybody's system is different. I think too much is harmful. It really is. And it states that it could cause gallbladder and kidney failure. So picture that. And it even says that they don't recommend you to take vitamin C. They recommend you to get it from an orange juice, or to get it from a regular old orange. You don't have to take it from the pill. The only reason they give it is a doctor gives it to a client for a specific reason, for an ailment or something. Other than that, and especially in mega doses, that's the only reason they give it to the patient. But it's very rarely you'll Some people just take it on the health. If you have a cold, yeah, take it for 5 days, but only take the recommended daily allowance. I wouldn't do what I did because it caused me so much stress in my stomach. It's ridiculous. Now, I ordered some, like I said, that 5-HTP thing because I've been waking up with this anxiety thing. I never dealt with that before. I wake up in a fright and I'll be still thinking I've been in withdrawal. I didn't understand what it was. I never had anxiety until I started to withdraw from the suboxen. And that is so weird. So I'm hoping this is just a thing that I'm going through, and I hope that it won't be a long time thing where I will be suffering from it. It's not a panicky thing, but it makes me feel like I'm in panic. It wakes me up like a fright. And depending on what I put in my stomach, it'll aggravate it. It wasn't bad, but it's still there. I still wake up like that. Sometimes I wake up at 5:36 in the morning and I grab 2 Klonopin because I wake up like this. I don't know what's going on. Just all of a sudden, this thing starts happening to me. But, I don't know what's that all about, and I'm just giving it time. And like I said, it's really weird because yesterday I kept saying, wow, I don't feel anything. I don't feel that pause anymore. And I keep saying, wow, it's 8 days. And I haven't felt, even with the stomach issues that I was going through, I can't really say I was going through pause. I thought I knew what it was about already, but there was no pause involved in it. I can't say I was going through pause because I wasn't. But I will tell you, everybody's different. And so far, I'm hitting 9 days and no pause. The only thing is, it's just funny that I feel a little different because now I'm free of the drug, and that always kept me, I guess, with a different personality. Now sometimes I find myself like, oh, where do I go from here? I've been fighting all this stuff. Now I'm like 80% so much better, and I find myself like I don't know myself. Like, okay, I've been so induced with that suboxone that now I don't have it in my system like that. And I'm like a whole totally new different person. Not a different personality. It's just like sometimes I don't understand. Like I get confused, like, oh man, like, is this who I really am? And I was on psychiatric meds I'm bipolar, but I was on the suboxone for almost 3.5 years, going on 4. So I might have never felt the part of the psychiatric med because the suboxone took care of everything. It was a happy to go pill, but I don't have that anymore. So sometimes I feel like it's not working, but I don't think it's that. I just think that it's just, I'm not on any substance. So it's just a brand new me. I'm not depressed. So I can't run around and say it's the medication. It can't be. I'm not depressed. I don't feel down or anything, just my stomach. And, like I said, I'm trying to clean it out little by little. But yes, guys, it does get better. In the beginning, it's hard because it is painful. And it does take time. It does. And sometimes through this pause, I was thinking I should just I'm better off sick than going through this. But that too shall pass. Tomorrow will be 10 days. And so far I'm doing much better. But the only thing when I wake up is like, oh, like I'm not getting so much afraid of anymore as I wake up because I'm waking up the same every day. Just a little sluggish. But once I get myself going, start taking my little augmentin for my little craving of kratom, which I'm almost pretty much, I don't need it really because it don't seem to be doing anything to me anymore. And it helps with the withdrawals and it helps with the cravings. I'm not craving it. I took a cup yesterday. I'm not craving it today. And usually, once I do one cup, I want another cup. I want another cup and another cup. That's not happening. So I ordered the 5-HP to see, because they said it works on the serotonin and stuff. But guys, look, I'm living proof. Like, don't worry so much about the pause. Now, this is me. I used to be a person that worried about the pause. But now that it's pretty much lightened up so much, I do feel that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And don't fear somebody if you hear pause can last anywhere from 1 to 2 years. Maybe it can. But I do believe people recover more sooner than that. So don't think that you're going to go through 1 to 2 years. Maybe you might not. Maybe 6 months, maybe 9 months. To me, what's happening to me is a gift. I do have a higher power. I don't want to get religious on anybody, but I beg God, please, please. I'm over the worst. Why are you making me go through this? But it's not his fault. I put myself in that predicament. But I do tell you guys that it does get better, but it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. I'm just afraid that I've been given so much freedom this last 9 days of that pause that I'm afraid somebody's going to get up and snatch it from me. Like, I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes thinking, oh, okay. But if you have pause, you feel it all night too, because it interrupts everything. I sleep perfectly fine, 8 hours. I do admit a little hard time in the morning, but that's okay. It's not as bad as it used to be. Now I get up and I'm like, okay, once I wash up, take a shower and everything, start getting up and moving around. And I'm like sitting there waiting, like, okay, when is it going to hit me? I didn't wake up like that, so it's not going to hit me. So I just want to tell the newcomers who are going through this, get it over with. There is no time for you, well, depending on your schedule or whatever. But if you're a first timer and you want to get off of your addiction or whatever, Kratom is the way to go. But I do warn you, I ain't afraid of the Kratom community. I don't care if anybody says don't bash. I'm not bashing Kratom. I'm just saying use it for the purpose of withdrawing, and then that's it. Once in a blue moon, have a cup of the energy one. But I'm a believer that if you continue using, I thought that if I could continue using the Kratom for the energy part, that I will never heal from the pulse. I thought I could mask it. But you still got to be careful, because if you keep using it consistently, after a while it won't work and you have to switch strains. And that sounds like a headache to me. It sounds like more work. So I learned also from my group too, you can't mask everything. So I'm like, all I'm going to do is trade one habit for another. So I'm really done with it. I do enjoy it, but I'm done with it because I realized that I can't cover up the pause, because right after I take that cup, the next day I still feel the pause. So I'm like, I have to take another cup not to go through the pause all day. I said it before, I gotta ride it out. So I'm gonna ride it out. Because that's the only thing you can do, is ride it out and let time, well, it is. They do say time heals all wounds, and I'm a believer of it. And a lot of people don't look at my video. Well, that's okay. This is a journey that I'm going on my own. And I started it late in the beginning because that's how ill I was. That I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't even wash my ass. First few weeks, and I was by myself. You will be a lucky person if you have somebody to go through it with you that can even get you a cup of water. I was thirsty, but so weak I couldn't even get my water. I couldn't even get up to get water. That's how bad. So I always say it is, if you put yourself through that, you have to pay the piper. But there's a man upstairs who he will help you, but you also got to help yourself. And I believe that he helped me through this pause. And you can help yourself too. You know, I did the best that I could. I tried everything that I could. And I finally, I ain't saying I got it, but finally something snapped and okay, the acute was over. The pause might be over. Today makes 9 days and I don't feel like that. I don't feel depressed when I wake up. I don't feel foggy. And like for the first time in a couple of weeks, I'm able to go outside and the sun doesn't bother me. I was going outside in shades in the wintertime because I started this in January. I had to wear shades because I couldn't stand the glare in my eyes. I think that came from the kratom too. And even through pause, I was wearing shades in the winter and people looking at me. It's just everything like burned and hurt. Like I couldn't even walk my dog. Now there's a hill that I always dreaded when I first began this journey, that I have to go up that hill. I knew something was wrong when I couldn't go up that hill. I said, hey, it was hitting me completely physically. I couldn't walk my dog up a hill. Now I walk him, and when I walk him, I smile. People just look at me like, what are you smiling about? I could smile today because I'm actually going up a hill, and I'm a smoker, but I'm actually going up a hill without begging my dog to like slow down. Now I let him go and I'm right behind him. So every day I am getting stronger, and so will you. So will you. And I believe the man upstairs will spare you some pain. But you do have to go through it. And I'm hoping that people do watch my videos. So I might not be as interesting as other people, or maybe not know so much about certain topics. I'm just letting people know what I do and what I've been through. And like you, Carolyn, said you looked at all my videos, you could see the changes in me sometimes. The days I feel good, the days I don't feel good. Today is the day I feel good. Tomorrow, I don't know how I feel, but I know in my heart that I think that the pause might be over. I don't know. I don't call it a window period because it's been 9 days straight where I haven't gone through, like in the beginning, it was one day I'll feel okay, but not 100%. And the next day I feel like total shit. Like one day bad, the next day not even worse. So the next day okay, but still feeling like shit, not 100%. So, but now I feel like, okay, what's going on? I'm waiting for something to hit and it's not hitting. So if I don't wake up like that, I know I'm going to have a good day. Now I just have to find something to do with myself. I find myself looking through videos, looking at people, still looking at the suboxen and I still be looking through the pause, and I still see 2 years and I'm like, I saw this one guy's video and he said, once you reach the 5-month mark, you're pretty much uphill, but you have to be very, very strong, very, very strong. Thank you so much. Thank you. For a while there, I thought I wasn't going to make it. I mean, for a while there, I'm going to be honest with you, Carolyn. Through all my 90-something days, I got the prescription from the doctor for Celexa and Klonopin because I told him I'm going through anxiety. I just walked in his office and told him I haven't been taking your pills for 60 days. He looked at me, what? Yeah, because he thought he was going to taper me and take 2 or 3 years. I'm like, no, not going to happen. And he told me, oh, things get bad, just ride a bike. I told him I couldn't even brush my teeth and you told me to go ride a bike. Carolyn, he told me to go ride a bike. Picture that. These doctors are not honest with you. So he said, I'm going to give you something for your anxiety while you're going through this. So he gave me that. Me, like a fool, naive, I didn't come home and look through the video like I should have. So I took the Celexa the first. Okay, I said, oh, I think I can hang with this. Not knowing it was a benzo. I didn't know it was a benzo, Carolyn. I really didn't know that. And I didn't know how dangerous benzos were. I took that and it says take a Klonopin, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So I said, oh, frick it, I'll take both of them. This way I don't have to deal with it later. Oh my God, Carolyn, I never felt anything like that in my whole life. I got up and I fell to the floor. Once I did the Klonopin, it hit me in 10 minutes. I couldn't believe it. I thought I OD'd. I said, I need to call an ambulance. I never felt that bad in my whole life. I said, what the hell is this? I couldn't believe it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like how it made me feel. I never felt like that. Like, it's bad when you don't have control of your own body. My legs were shaking. My body was shaking. I was really scared. My heart was pumping. I ran and I took 2 things of kratom and didn't do anything. And then I ran into my stash where I keep 6 boxes of suboxens. It's still there. That's how long I haven't taken them, because I've been dodging the doctors and telling them bullshit. And I grabbed a suboxen after 80-something days. I took a suboxen and I prayed that that thing would work. And I took it within a half an hour. All those symptoms of the Klonopin and Celexa went away. If I wouldn't have took that Klonopin and that Celexa, I wouldn't have touched the suboxen. But I was in fear that I was in such fear. I didn't know what else to do. I said, I'm going to do a suboxen. And I didn't even know if that was going to work. The next step was call an ambulance because I thought I OD'd or did something. And I'm like, who wants to live like this? You know how the doctor tells you, oh, it's going to take about a week, for you to get used to. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. I called my sister. I was lethargic. As a matter of fact, I did a video, but I forgot to save it. And when I went to look for it, I said, people are going to know right then and there that I was on drugs. And I was going to be honest. Yeah, I am drugged. This is Klonopin and Celexa. This is what the doctor gave me. After I calmed down and took the suboxen, I didn't feel bad that I took the suboxen. I felt that it saved my freaking ass that day. It really did. And I didn't feel bad after 80-something days. I didn't feel bad because it happened. I'm not going to sit here and say I lost 80-something days. No, I didn't lose 80-something days. I'm not going to sit there and kick myself in the ass. Oh, I relapsed. And I'm not. Fuck it. Move on. I'm keeping it real. Just move on. Forget about that. It happened. Let it go. So no, it's just something that happened. And I'm glad I took it because it stopped that insanity shit I was going through. I never felt anything like that in my life. I didn't like it. And I could not see myself. Hey, Matt. Yeah, that's true. Hell no, that don't count. You're right. But I didn't see no way out of that. And I was really, really, really scared. Then I started looking. I went into the benzo thing. And when I found out what that thing was, I was like, what the hell is this? And I was naive. I should have asked the doctor what it was. I couldn't understand. If he knew I was withdrawing from opiate, why would he put me on a benzo? Or because I said I'm having some panicking attack, something's going on. Oh, he said that usually happens when you do a detox like that, especially the way you jumped off. So you were going through anxiety. I'm going to give you a little something. And when I started looking at what it does to you, what it's doing to people, how long the withdrawal is, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I can do a withdrawal like that. And somebody mentioned that Klonopin was the least addictive or the least I told that person, I wasn't really nice to that person. I said, you need to look at, you can't look at YouTube and that's not reliable information. So you're telling me all these people on YouTube going through benzos withdrawals are lying and crying and doing all that acting. I don't believe that. I believe it's true. I believe benzos are harmful. And I saw this one guy that said it's been 10 years and he never gotten over it. There's people that go through 24 hours of pain 7 days a week. I don't think I could do that. I heard nothing but bad about Klonopin and Celexa. Nothing good. So I got to be insane to get on something like that. I'm just getting off of one thing and I'm going to go on something else. that might just probably kill me. So no, I'm not gonna do it. So that day, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't feel bad that I took the suboxone. I took it because I didn't like what I was feeling, and that was my last straw. If that didn't work, I would have had to gone to the hospital because I didn't know what the hell. I didn't have no control of myself. It was the worst feeling. I really thought I was going to die. My heart was pumping so fast. I think I made a mistake, and I shouldn't have took 2 Klonopins back to back like that. I didn't know any better till I started looking at it, and let me tell you, I am very afraid of benzos. I have much respect for them, just like I should have respected opiates, but I got on it because Suboxone, doctor didn't give it to me. I got it off the street. I liked the way it made me feel. Then I caught an addiction and I had to go to the doctors. But I didn't think he was going to keep me on that long, but he did. But it happened. So I'm just here to say that it does get better. Hang on. It does get better, but get ready. After all is over, it's a brand new you. It's a good feeling, but it scares me a little bit. It does scare me a little bit because I feel like, I don't know, like, what am I going to do now? Like, and that's ridiculous because, okay, I have an apartment. I have little gadgets here and there. I don't have the best, but I have enough entertainment. But everything is so new up here and everything is so clear now that I get a little nervous. I don't know why I get nervous, but I get nervous because I told my mother, Mom, I don't feel right. She said, but you're not sick. You're out of bed now. You're not the same way. And I said, but I'm scared because I feel funny. She said, that funny you feeling is the real you coming back. I said, well, how long is this going to last? She said, it depends all on you. So I have to start remembering Ada. Ada's coming back. Ada is back, but Ada's just got to get used to Ada. That's all. So thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Matt, for, at least watching my videos. I just wanted to let everybody know it's been 92 and 93 days of no Suboxone, minus that Suboxone I took that day. But I'm not going to let it waste my days, But I do need to do something. I think I have to flush those boxes down the toilet. I have to flush them down the toilet, and I'm going to have my mom and them help me out by opening each and every one of them and stuffing them in the toilet. Because keeping them around, it's not a good idea for me. Because you have the devil here and you have the angel always hanging on your shoulders. But God is big. God is big. You know what I'm saying? It's all on you. Where do I go from here? I ask myself, where do I go from here? What do I do? Like, now I got this whole brand new thing going on. Like, okay. Like, yesterday it was so fucking weird. I was like, Mom, I feel fucking wonderful. I don't feel sick. I don't feel depressed. I don't feel any anxiety. I only get anxiety in the middle of the night. I don't know what that's all about. But like I said, the stomach issues, I'm hoping that anxiety don't stick with me forever. I really don't, because I don't like waking up like that. It kind of disturbs me because it makes me feel like I'm in withdrawal, and I'm not. Because after I wake up and get myself together, that feeling doesn't stay with me. I grab the clonidine, I take it. It's really for withdrawal and to lower my blood pressure, and it helps so much with the anxiety. So I don't know. I'm not hoping that it's something bad, but that's the only thing that I'm going through right now. Nothing else. So, hello, Matt and Carolyn. Things get better. Hang in there. I'm telling you, it does. Even when you feel your worst, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Because I remember my day one. I tried it 4 times to do this. I tried 4 times cold turkey. But the 5th day I had to go to work, so it didn't work out so well. So then one day I only worked 3 days a week, 12 hours a day. So I figured I gotta stick it in there. This is my opportunity because I plan to go to school in the summer, but I said until I get all this stuff out of my system, then I go to school. So I figure I jump in there, and I jumped in there, and believe it or not, I lost time at work. I was working for like 3 months, only 2 days a week, because the rest I did it because I was going through the pause, the withdrawals and all that, and sometimes I couldn't get out of bed. But, I lost quite a few dollars, but now that I think about it, it's worth it. It was worth it for me. Put me back a little bit, but I wouldn't have done it any other way. I wouldn't have done it any other way. So you guys, I want you to have a good day. And Carolyn, you're going to be all right, girl. You're going to be all right. Matt, hello. How you doing? We'll be talking soon. Carolyn, I wish you the best. Anytime you want to talk or whatever, you watch one of my videos. Anytime you feel like giving up, watch one of my videos. Not all of them are happy videos, but it'll show, you've seen them. It shows you how I be, how it was. It was not from day one. It was when I had a little strength to get on there and do it. But then I said I'm going to start documenting what I'm going through. I'm not hoping that next year I'll be able to go back and see what I've been through. I still got a ways to go because I still have to deal with this brand new me. And what am I going to do with this brand new me? Now, like I said, pause is a motherfucker. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but so far, amen. So good. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. You have a good day. Bye, Carolyn. Bye, Matt.